Hi ladies, welcome to part 2 of your exercise videos. We're going to focus on the lower limbs, so we're going to strengthen your glutes, your quads and your hamstrings. I've got a fit ball here which you can purchase on our website. If you don't have one, you don't need it. I can give you some other options. So this is just to help stabilize you a little bit. We're going to start with the hip flexor release, which is good to release your hip flexors before we work your glutes. So you're just going to use this as just a little bit of a stabilizer. Put one leg forward, tuck your pelvis under a little bit, and you're just gonna reach forward just a little bit. So you're just gonna hold. You can use the ball to help you roll forward a little bit. So just breathing into there, going for a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. Good. And then coming back in. You can take the ball to the other side. Okay, other leg. So you take it forward, tuck your pelvis under, reaching it forward, use the ball to kind of help you engage, and you hold that stretch. So we're working into that, stretching that hip flexor before we get into your glutes. Good, and release. Okay, so I'm going to use the fit ball for this exercise. If you don't have one, you can use your couch or a bench or something that's not going to move. Okay, and so you're going to sit on the ball, and then you're going to roll yourself all the way so you're supported and your hands are behind your head. So you're going to lift your glutes up. Okay, so you're in a nice supported position with your head and you're really engaging your glutes and your hamstrings. Okay, so from here, you're going to sit your hips down. It's like a glute thruster. Then you're going to squeeze your glutes, lifting your hips back up. So you release and then you lift back up too. Good. 3, and up. Good. 4, so make sure you're only engaging hamstrings and glutes and not your lower back. Really supporting your head and neck. Good. 5 more. And up. Good. 4, and up. 3, and up. 2. So it's like a modified bridge. Then you're going to hold it up. We're just going to do little squeezes up and down. So you're engaging your glutes. 4, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold it up in this position. We're just going to fan your knees out and in. 3, 4, engaging your back of leg. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then just release down. Have a little rest. We're going to repeat all of that again. So this is a supported position with the ball, but if you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to do this exercise. So hands behind your head. We're going to lift up again. You're going to squeeze the glutes, lift up and all the way back down. Good. We're going to do 10 of these. 2 and down. Good. 3 and down. Very good. 4 and down. So you're engaging back of your legs. Good, supporting your head. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold this last one up. We're going to do little pulses here. So it's just like little hip lifts. So think about working your glutes and not from your back. Good, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Going to hold it in this position. We're going to fan the legs out. 1, 2. Very good. 3, 4. Just rest your head. 5, 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And you can repeat one more set. And I'm going to stop there. So you're going to come all the way down. This is the best way to come off. Just roll yourself forward. Make sure you catch yourself. And then you're off, and then you can come on your side to get yourself up. So we're going to move into some other glute exercises now, but we're going to grab your band. So I'm just going to pop this out of the way. So grabbing a band, you can either grab a heavier or lighter band, place it above your knees, and we're going to go into your hands and knees again. Okay, so hands and knees position. We'll start by doing some cat-cow positions, stretches. So you're going to inhale, look forward, stretch through your breastbone, your upper thoracic. Let the baby hang down, and then exhale, hug your baby, Look towards your thighs, just stretch your lower back. Very good, and again, inhale, reach, and exhale. Tuck your tailbone under, lift the baby. One more, inhale, and exhale. Lift the baby, stretch the lower back. Good, and so you're in a nice 4-point kneeling position, similar to what we did in part 1, but just a little bit different exercises now. So you're going to send one leg back behind you, make sure you don't shift your weight too much, so make sure you're not wobbling through your pelvis. And we're just going to start by lifting up and down. Good, 2, and not arching your back too much, so make sure you're not dropping like that. 5 more, 5, good, 4, 3, 2, holding it up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here you're going to bend, so you bend and you press. It's like a little hamstring curl. Good, 3, 4, good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you're going to bend it in and hold, and we're going to pulse up to the ceiling. So this is working back of the leg, hamstring, and glute max and glute med. Very good, keep pulsing. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to do little circles one way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then circles the other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, stay really stable in your pelvis. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, good, and just have a little rest. You can sit back a little bit. Okay, we're going to move on to the other side. So back in your 4-point kneeling position. If this is too much for your wrist, you can go down onto your forearms and repeat all the exercises there, but I'm going to stay on my hands. So we're going to lengthen that other leg back behind you. Good. And we're lifting up and down. Good, so sending that back leg up to the wall. That's it, keep breathing. 5, 2, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up and we're going to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Holding it there, you're going to flex the foot. We're going to bend and then press. Bend and press. That's it, good. Good, another few more. So you really squeeze the glute, working back of the leg. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to bend the leg and we're going to pulse up to the ceiling. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving into some circles. So you're going to go one direction. 10 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and have a little rest. Very good, ladies. So we're going to come up to standing now for some other exercises. Okay, so we've got your TheraBand on and we're going to move into some deadlifts, kind of like a hip thruster movement. If you do have any SIJ or back pain, this exercise is actually very good to activate your glutes. So you're going to stand, feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Okay, you're going to reach forward, so you bend your knees slightly. You're just going to hinge at your pelvis and then you're going to squeeze the glutes at the top. Okay, so you hinge Your hands can kind of slide down your legs and then you squeeze at the top, making sure you're really engaging your glutes, okay? So you hinge, make sure you don't arch your back, it's just a hinge from your pelvis and squeeze. So you hinge at your hips, reach forward, squeeze the glutes, engage your posterior chain. So reach and squeeze. Good, we're gonna do 8 more. Reaching forward and engage. Very good, ladies. Keep going and squeeze. Good. And then you can go a little bit lower if you want a little bit more with your hamstrings to engage them. Good, let's do 4 more. 4 and reach. Good. Good, and then squeeze at the top. 2 more. Good, and last one. So you reach and go a little bit further so your hands go past your knees and then squeeze at the top. Good. Okay, so we're going to move into some squats now. Keep the band on. So your feet are a bit wider than your hips. You're going to hinge at your hips. You're going to sit back into a squat and then squeezing at the top again, tucking your pelvis under a little bit. So you hinge at your hips, you sit back, 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 and then you squeeze. Very good. So hinge, push into your heels, engage at the top. Very good, ladies. So you hinge, make sure your knees are behind your toes and not going over your feet. Good, let's do 8 more. 8 and up. Very good. 7, a little bit lower now if you can. Make sure you keep breathing. Push into your heels. Good. And engage. Keep sitting low and keep sitting back. Good. And keep thinking, press your thighs out towards the side so your knees don't collapse in. Let's do 2 more, then we're going to hold it down. Good, last one. We're going to hold it down now in your squat. We're going to do little pulses up and down. Good. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold it down. You're going to pulse your thighs out and in. So a little bit more resistance on the band, working into the sides of your glutes. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to stand up, reset. We're going to do those pulses again. So you're going to sit back into your squat and pulse up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it down, pulsing out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, nearly there, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push into your heels and stand all the way back up and go for a little squeeze. So we're just going to finish with little pelvic tilts in standing, okay? So you're just going to sit your pelvis or pubic bone down to the floor and then tuck under, squeeze your glutes and really activate. This will take the pressure off your back. So you tip your pelvis and then you squeeze. Good. Tip. This is just a little exercise you can do if your back's feeling a little bit funny or you've been standing for too long. And it will just help take the pressure off and activate your glutes. Good, 4 more. 4 and engage. 3, squeeze. 2 more rocks. 2, last one. Good. Great work, ladies. That's the end of your lower limb exercises, and we'll come back and revisit your lower legs later on in other videos.